Last time you saw me, I was standing in front of this very tent, with iron armor and iron tools. My best item I had was my elytra. Well, things have changed, and I think that a short episode introducing you to everything that's happened is long overdue. This is going to be a mini episode in which I'll start with this introduction, then I'll give you an overview of all the items I've acquired and my main gear. I'll give you a tour of all the sites that I've built, aka farms and such, bases I've created, which is only actually one, and my gear in those bases as well. Finally, I will give you an overview of what to expect next for LegendCraft, and what sort of things I'll be building, doing, and releasing. Alright, so let's begin. Not much has changed. Actually, you know what? I should start with the gear. I've been grinding a lot. I've gotten a lot of stuff with villagers, which I'll show you later. And I've basically been spending these last like month and a half grinding, and I know that sounds like a lot, but I do have school alongside it, and sometimes things don't go always perfectly. It takes a lot longer to gather emeralds than you would expect, especially with just farms, just wood farms. But with that said, I have been able to acquire a netherite helmet fully enchanted with all this stuff, a netherite chestplate and netherite leggings fully enchanted except for swift sneak, and all 7 enchants on netherite boots. Now, how I've gotten netherite is I've gotten some mining bases in the nether, and then I've mined at those for quite a long time. I have not yet gotten netherite tools, but that will soon be amended. I plan to use netherite for other things as well, namely lodestones, but that's a bit advanced, so I will worry about that later. I've gotten a diamond pickaxe fully enchanted with fortune, a diamond pickaxe fully enchanted with silk touch. I've gotten a diamond axe fully enchanted except for sharpness, a diamond shovel fully enchanted, a diamond sword fully enchanted with looting and sweeping edge, a diamond hoe also fully enchanted, and I've gotten all this gear that I normally have in my inventory, except for the raw flesh, which I should probably deposit right here. But yeah, at this site, the campsite, not a lot has changed. I've gotten some, I guess, important items. I don't know if there's anything different from previous episode. Yeah, I may have shown you the cow farm. I basically got a cow farm going here. A space for rockets, and these furnaces I just replaced with the blast furnaces when I need to. A place to gather rockets. And if I head north to Contemplis, really quickly, then I can show you an ender chest. Actually, now that I have a silk touch pickaxe, I should probably get an ender chest of my own to carry around. But so it actually is getting quite annoying to have to go to modern every time I want to access my ender chest. But nevertheless, I'm still able to do it. I'm lagging quite a bit as I approach modern. And here we are. Also, I've gotten soul speed on my boots, so that's really convenient for walking along the sidewalks of modern, because I can go a lot quicker. And there was probably a closer ender chest, but I'm just going to go to this one over here. I've gotten kind of a standard for what's in my ender chest. I've gotten books and emeralds in case I ever want to quickly purchase an enchanted book. I've gotten my supply of diamonds, which is essentially my bank. Emergency 6 stacks of pork chops, which I've bought. A netherite upgrade for duplicating. Netherrack for duplicating it. I've gotten wheat seeds and wheat. I don't know why I have that. It might be useful later. Emergency ender pearls, emergency wood, some emergency iron, and cobblestone. I've gotten an album full of music discs, all Creeper obtainable music discs, and I will explain that later. I've gotten shulker boxes full of my all the mini blocks which I've collected, and I'll also explain that later. Yeah, and I've gotten these shulker boxes not actually by going to the end, but buying from Tempest Pirates End Shop, which is somewhere in Contemplis. Now I'm going to head over to my base. Oh, and yeah, also, I forgot to mention that At my base, you might have seen me go through another portal. I've built a water elevator and another portal to quickly access all the nether things, including Contempulus. Actually, wait, no, I did not show you that yet. I probably should now. So as I'm getting closer to my base, I'll show you that I've built another portal to my base, right here, and if I go through here, then I'll end up on this side where I've built a little entryway with a water elevator on the left and a place to drop into from the top on the right. This goes down to the mine, which I've mentioned in previous episodes. Now, if I just go up this water elevator, there's my base that you've already seen, but it's a pretty convenient cycle here. I can just go down very quickly, go up very quickly. Now, here's the main big portion, which you haven't seen. And this is kind of the tour part which I was talking about. I am going to go through the nether to a place which is I call my village base. I have built all of this entire tunnel, over all the times that I've been away. I have a leatherworker villager's head on the wall right here, and soul soil for soul speed, but not soul sand in case I have to go through here without soul speed. You'll notice I have mining base waypoints, which I should actually... Oh, wait, wrong way. Which I should probably show you now. I've also built some soul soil paths to these. And if I just come over here, I have a soul soil path to the left, which brings me to my first mining base. Now, you'll see the minimap update shortly, but this is a mining base where I've mined ancient debris. I mean, I've used it all and taken it. But I don't know why that's there. Maybe someone put that there. I have gear here for mining. And as you could see in the minimap, there's a lot of paths around here which people have already mined, so I didn't meddle around here too much. I needed a different base, which is why I constructed mining base B. And as I'm coming up here, mining base B is near my portal to my village base. Actually, I must say this first. I found this village using chunk base, which we are allowed to use. This is my main village, and I believe a lot of other people on the server have their main village where they just trade and do other various things with villagers. Yeah, I found this through chunk base, and I built another portal to it. I've basically made more than half of my items here. This is where a lot of resources lie, that I've collected only at this. So I'll show you that shortly, but for now, let's go to mining base B, which is where I've collected most of my ancient debris. And you can see there should be branches coming out of here. I've used blackstone to mark that they are closed off and looted out. But I have quite a lot of items here. I've got a bunch of gold, which I've condensed. Netherrack, of course. Wood here, and I've taken all the ancient debris out once. And this is where I've mined most of my ancient debris required for the helmet. And, well, I don't know why I said the helmet, but the rest of the armor. And this is the big reveal. There's a lot of stuff on the other side of this portal, so bear with me as I explain it all. First of all, I need to place a bed and sleep. And you might actually see monsters with pumpkins, because I am recording this on Halloween, and jack-o'-lanterns if we're lucky, but I will explain all of that in a second. This is the village. It's actually in a very, very convenient location because it's next to a desert. It's a plains village next to a desert, and next to a forested island, which I need to eat. I'll explain this first. This forested island was here when I started. It is no longer forested island. You can see all throughout here the biome is forest, and I have deforested it completely for the sake of gathering wood for sticks and trading. I've replaced some of the trees here to gather wood, but my main source of wood are these dark oak trees, which they're very easy to farm, and I have not yet chopped this batch of trees down yet. I have a waypoint for the village over here. I also have a waypoint for the Mushroom Island, which is out of reach right now. Basically what I've done to this village, I've taken away the villagers' jobs, and I've each positioned them here, given them a new job. I've gotten a cleric to trade with for literally no reason. I was kind of just curious on what the trades would be, and I don't have a lot to do with him. My main, one of my main traders here, however, is my Fletcher. I don't use him for a lot of things. I can get easy arrows of weakness and bows, but my main feature are these 32 sticks for an emerald, which I use to gather a ton of wood, gather a ton of emeralds, place them here in the 2B traded chest, craft these up, and then trade them. This should actually be down here. Actually, wait, no. I do have them like this. Anyway, I've been gathering terracotta for a later build, and I have this chest here for some reason. These are my main items. I have a lot of stuff here, which I've gathered from various things, wandering traders, glow squids, and you notice I might have a lot of crops, and I'll explain that later. A bunch of stuff from the nether. I mean, that's not all from the nether, but yeah. This is my gear chest for when I need to put down my gear for any reason, which I should probably grab my sticks from here now. I also have a second Fletcher and a farmer on this side of the village, which was my original trading area. I ran out of room over there, so I decided to convert a different house. But I really like the design, even if it's not, like, this isn't meant to be pretty. It's meant to be practical and convenient, because this is not the place where I'm building a lot. But it's still good to see kind of some effort put into this converted blacksmith house. Up here I have these Fletchers, or this Fletcher, who I also trade with, and this farmer who I trade some of my wheat with occasionally. I'm going to now head over to the final aspect of this area. Actually, there is a haste beacon far over into that mesa. You can very slightly see the mesa on the map right there. And I've just been mining terracotta. Again, terracotta is needed for a later build. And I'm going to head over to the final feature of the village, which is this farm. And you'll see I have a chest which I call the seed dump up here. I occasionally burn or relocate these seeds from the farm. But I built a water elevator here, and I have this farm alternating crops, of course, because they grow faster. I grow wheat and carrots here, not potatoes so far, because I just mainly have carrots for golden carrots and to feed the pigs. Or golden carrots when I can, and to feed the pigs. I don't have a gold farm, so golden carrots aren't that accessible, but I use them when I can. And I should probably get a gold farm of myself shortly. But yes, it's all very nicely built, and over here as well. I've recently started farming netherwort, which a couple of them have actually already grown. I don't think that was actually grown. But yeah, I can quickly... Oh, I hope that's grown. Is it? No, it's not grown. I can quickly gather these and head out. Yes, so this... You're all viewing this very quickly, but this is all a result of a ton of grinding, a ton of stuff that I've done. And that is something I built as well, and I'll show you that shortly. But there's a bunch of dark oak saplings in here, various chests for various items, the old cleric's house. I've been doing a lot. This is like my main hub I've been to whenever I want to grab and enchant my stuff. I also go to the experience farm, which they have in the end. I don't know if I've shown you that on camera yet, but you might have seen it on some of the other episodes. Yeah, I've spent a lot of my days here. I have a music disc / gunpowder farm, although it's mainly music discs, because I can create a gunpowder farm otherwise. You'll see I have a skeleton, which I've named here, shooting at an iron golem, although he's unable to hit it, and you can see if I turn on hitboxes. Oh wait, not tooltips. I want F3 plus B. There are a ton of arrows right there. And I farmed a lot of music discs, and you may have noticed I also put an album in one of my ender chests. Of course, I have water elevators up here, which go up to the music disc farm, the redstone that pushes the creepers down. And all the way up here, I do have an AFK spot with slabs placed on top in case of phantoms. But I have spent a long while building this, and once again I have a reason for all this. This just goes down. And that's basically the extent of what I've built. I've built a couple of other things which I've recorded for future episodes already. But I've kind of basically just been working on all this. And the reason why I didn't record any of this is because, honestly, I didn't see any of it fit for a video. I didn't have a lot of things to say, and it was basically just a lot of grinding. Not to say that grinding is uninteresting, that could certainly be a portion of a video, but after reviewing like a little bit of footage, I was like, nah, I really don't want to make a video about this. Um, I think it's a lot better to just put all of this in a later video, and I know it's a massive jump, but that's kind of the point of what happens when you join in the middle of a server. I've still got my elytra, and yeah, I think that's basically everything now. For the final segment of the video, I have a few things which I want to tell you about. So, firstly, this is what to expect for the future of LegendCraft, by the way. Firstly, I've planned a special feature for LegendCraft. It's now Halloween, and you'll see that a lot of pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern-headed mobs are spawning. Because jack-o'-lantern-headed mobs are only accessible on Halloween, I want to get one of those and place them in the spawn area for everyone to view. Secondly, I'm going to attempt to make a shop on this server. I'm probably not going to put a Contempulus, and the reason why I'm making a shop is because I like collecting rare items. Music discs, for example. I've talked to some of the other people on the server, and there's a few things that they would genuinely buy that aren't accessible throughout the server already. There's a lot of the more used and common items like blaze rods, iron ingots, and, you know, shulker shells, fireworks. All those stuff are already done, but I want to make a shop that sells rare items, namely music discs. Pottery sherds are one of them because 1.20 is relatively new, and not a lot of people have pottery sherds that they would like. Mini blocks, I don't know if you've seen, but Wandering Traders, we have a data pack installed where Wandering Traders can sell player heads, which are mini versions of existing blocks, and they're really good for adding flavor to builds. It's random which of those blocks are sold every time. So if you want a specific mini block and you're looking for it, then it'd be really lucky if you get one. That's why I'm considering selling the mini blocks. So yeah, music discs, pottery sherds, mini blocks, and a couple of other various items. I believe I'm also going to be selling mob and player heads. There may have been a couple of other things I was selling that weren't already sold and would be considered rare items, but I think that's basically it for now. Yeah, that's the first thing. And I plan to name this shop Silly Syrups Wanderin' Wares, or just Wanderin' Wares if that gets too lengthy. I'm probably going to make it like a tent-style shop. Not exactly copying the ones I've already had, but of course a lot bigger. I might even move it around like on a seasonal basis, just for fun and just for flavor. Next, I have a plan for a larger base and a larger place to store items, because having the small amount of storage in the main tents and just this for a while is not preferable. I'm going to be building an underground vault in the front lines area, which is a bit more of a bunker, so it kind of fits with the theme. I might show some screenshots on screen of the Bedrock world in which I built like prototypes or test builds for the bunker with my friend. We've been playing it out for quite a while, and that's the reason why I need terracotta. I also have a lot of normal deep slate from mining, so I should have the resources needed to do this. I've got everything basically planned out, and all I need to do is gather some resources if I haven't already, and build it. I will probably work on building the rooms as I get to them, instead of building them all first thing when I build the vault, because I haven't really got a plan for any of the rooms and the layout yet, but I'll definitely do that once I get to it. I also have a location picked out for the vault, which is going to be on the front lines area and near my base. And I believe there's only finally one thing. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, and I only have 1 month to do this, but I think I could pull it off. I've been thinking about making a Christmas event for everyone to see. An event that lasts for a little bit of time, probably about a week maybe. And it's going to be a game for everyone on the server to play. I haven't quite yet fleshed it out, but I will be releasing a video which explains that at some point. Or maybe I would just have it as part of one of my LegendCraft episodes. I have a snippet of an idea. And I might even do some live streams prepping it. But I hope for it to be a big event that everyone can do. And I only have 1 month to plan it. So I better get going on. But for now, I will not announce the idea for this event in this video because I haven't got everything, like I said, I haven't got everything fleshed out yet. And again, as ideas come, I will be building things on LegendCraft. Oh yes, one last thing. I've got the idea from Hypixel to build. I was playing Hypixel with my friend the other night, and I was like, you know, it'd be cool if we made an actual parkour duels 1v1, where you parkour against each other, maybe even with power-ups, or maybe even if you're able to PvP against each other. I want to make that in the games district, like just a parkour course where you can race other players. I don't have an idea for that yet, but that'll probably be in a much later episode of the season. Otherwise, yeah, I'm going to be building these things on LegendCraft. I don't know what order I'm doing it in. These are just ideas. I don't know if I'll even get to any of these, but these are just the initial things which I've planned for the server. Yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope you find my future LegendCraft videos enjoyable. I really don't know how it's going to get, how it's going to, how everything is going to come. But that is the full LegendCraft update, prologue to episode 3. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in LegendCraft episode 3.